Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please allow me to introduce the latest member of Sports Entertainment Extreme, Mike Sanders.
I guess we shouldn't be surprised. You think back over the history, Mike Sanders in the wrestling business and his association with Vince Russo back in World Championship Wrestling, I guess it made it sort of a natural evolution that Sanders would arrive on the scene and that Sanders would be a part of Vince Russo and his Sports Entertainment Extreme. Oh, of course, asking for the microphone.
Well, it seems like the people still love me. But let's get one thing straight. Mike Sanders is here for one reason only. And that's to support everything Vince Russo stands for. If it wasn't for Vince Russo, there wouldn't be any Mike Sanders. The bottom line is this: Vince Russo stands for Sports Entertainment Extreme. Now, my job with Vince is going to be acquisitions. I'm going to be scouting the hottest talent, biggest superstars in professional wrestling. Take them to Vince. Vince's going to make the decision. Either we take them or we don't. Bottom line. Now, it seems like people think Vince Russo's got a problem with tradition. Vince don't got no problem with tradition. It's the so-called legends in the back. Now, I'm trying to be politically correct because I'd soon call them senior citizens. The problem's not with tradition, the problem is with philosophy. See, there's a difference in philosophy. They believe in tradition, but the bottom line is evolution is the solution, and somebody's going to wind up S-O-L.
And Jerry Lynn is here to face Mike Sanders, and we'll find out who ends up SOL.
So you think this is all about philosophical differences? Well, I agree with Larry Zbyszko. It's about tradition. And the only difference between you and I is you get all your work done by talking. Well, I'll tell you what. I do my talking in the ring, bitch.
Oh, there you go.
Let's get it on.
Oh, yeah, this is one for the NWA tradition with Jerry Lynn as the representative against, obviously, Mike Sanders. Major part, the newest acquisition of Russo's SEX.
Welcome to the ring, Mike Sanders. You're facing one of the best in the world.
Yeah, welcome.
The NWA TNA MVP.
Welcome
Jerry
to
Lynn.
NWA TNA. Quick offensive flurry by Lynn leads to a 2 count on the former X-Division champion all over Sanders until Sanders stops him with a knee to the midsection.
Well, I'll tell you what, if Sanders wants to impress everybody, this is his match to do it because nobody will deny him if he can beat Jerry Lynn fair and square, that's for sure. Oh!
Baseball slide drop kick by Lynn connects, sends Sanders back first into the safety rail.
I'll tell you something, though, what? This is just... Jerry Lynn is on a mission. He's on a mission. I think he feels like all these members of Sports Entertainment Extreme are nothing but a distraction to real wrestling and to what wrestling's all about. And he's out here to prove it right now.
That's what Lynn just talked about, the fact that he does agree with the living legend, Larry Zbyszko. Oh, great move by Lynn, connecting with the leg drop to the back of the head of Sanders. Follows it up, slingshot back in, right into the pin attempt. Just got 2 before Sanders kicked out.
What a good statement that would make, though, for Jerry Lynn, just to hit this quickly in a hurry and just a total demolishing.
Yeah, especially for the in-ring debut of Mike Sanders. And maybe we can get a camera there. Whenever we now pick it up. Heavy D, Don Harris. A member of Russo's Sports Entertainment Extreme has come out here to ringside. That spells no good.
Yeah, he may not put a hand on Lynn, but it's obvious he distracted him and given Sanders the momentum. And again, that's just the way
That's how Russo's group operates.
Works. Nothing can ever be on the level, can it?
Heavy D cheering Sanders on. Sanders only able to get a 2 count on Jerry Lynn. Yeah, with Russo and his troops, when they're on the scene, you always need to keep your, you almost need to have, I should say, you keep your eyes on them, but you almost need to have eyes in the back of your head with Russo and his group.
I'll tell you what, it wouldn't be a bad move at any time when you go up against SEX or Sports Entertainment Extreme, as you will, to have maybe a valet or somebody with you out there just to inform you what's going on.
I don't know if a valet is going to help you against that organization, but it's what I talked about last week.
Somebody to give you the heads up.
The plea that I made. It's time for the NWA traditionalists to step up to the plate, and just like Jerry Lynn almost rolled up Sanders.
Sanders with a little eye poke there. No!
Sanders.
Oh, Jerry Lynn caught his elbow. Look at him grab it. Yeah, landed right on the elbow.
Went for the pump handle, just elevated Lynn in the air, dropped him down to the mat, goes for the cover, and you can see that Lynn is in incredible pain.
Mike, he landed directly on the elbow. I hope he's all right.
But he still can't put Lynn away.
No. Oh.
Look at the fight as Lynn gets to his feet before Sanders stops him again with the knee.
I'll tell you what, though, Sanders is showing himself pretty admirably right now. Care how you do it. Oh, man, great knee to the chest.
Springs off the ropes, catches him with the knee, goes right for the pin, and another 2 count.
You beat a Jerry Lynn at any time, you're going to gain people's respect.
And, of course, so important for Russo and his organization to score a win here over Jerry Lynn.
Yes.
I mean, you know what Russo is all about.
Absolutely.
Trying to gain power, trying to gain control, and think of the steps that would take if Sanders were to get a victory here over someone, well, you called him the MVP of NWA TNA.
I mean, the guy just has done so much. But you're right. And of all people, just to look over at Jerry Lynn, who this crowd, this building just loves. He stands for tradition. He has been, he's fought the hard battles for so many years, 14, 15 years. It would be the perfect victory for Vince Russo right here. Keep your eye on Heavy D right there. You know he's up to no good, period.
Back to the basics for Mike Sanders. Just trying to neutralize Jerry Lynn, who gets back up to a vertical base. Shoots off a couple of elbows before Sanders catches him again with another boot. Lynn fights back. Elevates Sanders.
Oh, just by the hair.
Sanders to the ropes, springs back with a moonsault. Does not connect. Lynn able to roll out of the way and avoid the contact.
Don't forget, later tonight, we've got the incredible six-man tag with Jeff Jarrett and the Road Warriors against Triple X.
We heard from Jeff Jarrett and the Road Warriors, and it seems to me like Jarrett and the Legion of Doom are ready for Russo's trio, Triple X. Slugfest. Lynn able to duck the clothesline, sends Sanders off into the corner, follows up with the elbow. Sends him off diagonally again and follows up with another elbow to the chest.
Jerry Lynn taking total control right here. Oh, yeah. Here it is.
Clothesline, legs hook, shoulders are down, and the 2 count for Lynn.
Man, I'll tell you what, you can just see it in Jerry Lynn's eyes, man. It's back.
Lynn headed to the top. Perched up on the top rope. What's he going to try? What kind of high-risk move?
Oh,
goes for the cross body, right into the pin.
Wait a minute.
He had him pinned. Oh, Heavy D not only pulls referee Rudy Charles out of the ring, he just laid him out with a big boot. And again, you're seeing a prime example of Russo and his strategy.
He waited to the opportune time when it was all over, but look at this.
Lynn
Lynn's got him again.
We just hit the DDT on Sanders, follows up with the pin, but there's obviously no referee to make the count.
No, Rudy Charles is out. 300 pounds just leveled him. Now the referee coming out. There he
In the
is.
back, Sanders catches it. Here comes Thomas. No, Lynn got the shoulder up.
I love it though. They sent another referee out here quickly. Something's gonna have to be done though. Rudy Charles is totally knocked out cold. Out cold.
Sanders sets up Lynn. Up on the top, and look at Lynn trying to fight him off. Shots to the back.
Here we go.
Up out of the corner. Covered. Now two. Oh, and he pulled him out. Here we see a second referee. Enough is enough. Enough. Wait a minute. Oh, coming from the back is the Dream. Here comes the Dream.
The bionic elbow.
Two of them for Don Harris, and Dusty Rhodes just sent him into the rail. Meanwhile, in the ring, Lynn. Oh, now Fireman's carry on Sanders. Where's he going to go? TKO. Cover. 1, 2. Yeah!
The winner of the match, Jerry Lynn.
That's tradition. He just stepped up to the plate in the form of the American Dream. Dusty Rhodes evened things up. Took out Don Harris, evened the score, made it a one-on-one match. And guess what? Jerry Lynn scores the victory.
Oh, what a crushing defeat for Russo right there, Mike. Crushing defeat.